Beyond the known world lies a place colder than comprehension. A place where metal shatters like glass, and air itself becomes crystal. At -80 degrees Celsius, even the sky feels solid. The engines of a descending cargo plane freeze before landing. The white tundra stretches endlessly below. No trees, no birds, no motion, only the whisper of frozen air across infinite plains. When the storm clears, a small cluster of wooden houses appears, half buried in snow, held together by memory and defiance. This is the village where fire refuses to burn. Inside, warmth is not comfort. It's survival, measured in minutes. Thermometers outside show temperatures where steel fractures and oxygen bites like acid. They try to light a flame, but even fire, humanity's oldest companion, dies gasping for air. Here, combustion fails. Only the auroras burn above, ribbons of electric light dancing in silence where earthly fire cannot live. Yet life continues. Each day begins with the same ritual. Gather frozen fuel, thaw water with breath, rebuild what cracked overnight. In this frozen rhythm, survival becomes a form of prayer. When the white storm returns, the air thickens into blindness. The world becomes a single sound, wind pressing against eternity. When calm follows, everything familiar is gone. Doors sealed by ice, tools buried, the generator silent. Even sound travels sluggishly, as if noise itself freezes before it reaches the ear. In the communal hall, the villagers speak softly, each syllable crystallizing mid-air. Their fuel will last 3 nights. After that, they must decide: burn less or sleep colder. They cut through the frozen river, harvesting ice that still moves beneath. They melt it not with fire, but with closeness, placing it near their bodies, waiting, breathing, believing. At night, they sleep in circles, their combined warmth raising the room by a single fragile degree. Children learn that survival is not about strength, but rhythm, moving slower than fear, breathing with patience. Outside, the stars sharpen like glass, and the sun returns without warmth, glowing like an ornament trapped behind glass. Hands crack and stiffen, radios fall silent, yet no one gives up. They've learned. Dawn begins with ritual, shaking frost from blankets, striking walls to loosen the ice that grows overnight. The people of this village have learned to measure time not by clocks, but by how long it takes a cup of water to freeze solid. They no longer resist the cold. They study it. They map it like terrain, measuring degrees as borders between life and stillness. Within a small research hut, microscopes glow blue. Inside, life persists, microbes that feed on cold, turning frost into energy. They discover that heat is not the only force that sustains life. Stillness has its own design. Every invention here is born from necessity. A breath collector traps exhaled vapor, condensing it into water. Children attend the School of Ice, where equations of temperature replace alphabets, and every lesson begins with the phrase, "Cold is a teacher." Homes are rebuilt using air pockets and methane walls, insulated by the laws of stillness. Deep beneath the earth, they drill for gentle radiation, not fire, but heat drawn from ancient crust. Once a week, the wells exhale, releasing vapor stored like memory. They sing through the nights. Their melodies vibrate through frozen air, harmonizing with the aurora until the sky itself seems to breathe. Artists carve statues of ice that shimmer like light caught in silence. And when an elder speaks, his words summarize a philosophy forged in frost. Cold is not the absence of life. It is the pause between its breaths. One morning, the wind stops completely. The air becomes so still that every sound feels sacred. Inside the research hut, a droplet of ice begins to shimmer, vibrating on its own, glowing faintly from within. They realize what they're seeing: movement within stillness, light inside ice. It is not fire as they knew it, not heat, but energy held in silence. They call it the frozen flame. The village gathers outside to witness the miracle. Beneath their feet, the snow glows faintly, responding to their collective breath. Fire, the elder says, was never only heat. It was transformation, matter remembering how to move. Children learn to awaken this cold light. Homes begin to glow softly, not by burning, but by remembering warmth. Energy now flows through vibration, harvested from frozen air. The villagers no longer fear darkness. They have taught it to shine. Their machines hum like choirs, converting silence into electricity. Even the trees have changed, their sap replaced by crystal filaments that capture sunlight for months. Once a year, they hold the Feast of Endurance. There is laughter, music, and light. No flame, no smoke, only glow. They have transcended survival. They have become harmony. We did not conquer the cold, says the elder. We became part of its design. From the sky, the village looks like an ember resting in snow, radiant, alive, eternal. Centuries pass. The plains remain unchanged. Beneath the surface lies an archive of frozen memory, stories etched into layers of ice, voices sealed in crystal. Children of a new generation roam the snow without masks. Their blood runs thicker. Their breath leaves no mark. They are immune to the cold, the next step of human adaptation. They learn the history of warmth, how their ancestors once fought fire against frost, and how peace began only when they stopped resisting. The ruins of the old world still stand, metallic towers frozen mid-collapse, silent monuments to an age that feared stillness. The villagers visit them, not with sorrow, but gratitude. Every solstice they gather in a circle of light, renewing the vow made centuries ago. Never burn what can glow. The song of their ancestors still drifts across the night. Even the ice remembers, each layer holding traces of every breath ever exhaled here. From orbit, Earth gleams brighter than before, its poles shining like mirrors that reflect sunlight back to the stars. Cold was never death, the elder's voice echoes. It was truth, showing how small warmth must become before it turns eternal. A child's voice rises softly. We are the children of ice. We remember the fire that learned to sleep. And as the camera pulls back, from glowing village to infinite white tundra, a single light remains, the ember of humanity, glowing in silence at -80 degrees Celsius. Fire once taught humanity to live. Cold taught it to last. Somewhere in the silence of the frozen world, life endures, not burning, but glowing.